let's move on to something which is a part of the topics to be covered in secret 2 one more time. Document manipulation. Neil explained that document manipulation is very common and a dangerous hiring fraud, for that matter. It means a candidate changes or edits his documents to show false and complete fake information. That means his credentials are only not true. Sometimes candidates use software or apps to change and modify the documents, making it appear true. What happens is they may change salary slips, experience letters from previous companies, bank statements, and education documents and certificates. These documents look very promising, very true, and very real because they've been edited with the software. So companies believe and trust them during the initial hiring process. For example, a candidate may increase the salary amount in a payslip to look better, or change the job role of what he was actually in the previous company. In interviews, everything looks correct, but after joining, just like before, the problems start to resurface. The candidate cannot perform as expected because he is not qualified to do that particular job role. The company becomes very, very suspicious, and a lot of doubts set in and starts to investigate and verification, and then the truth comes out. This creates serious loss for the company. Hiring the wrong person, projects are delayed, financial loss, and client dissatisfaction, which is the major risks that the company faces when they take in employees with document manipulation. Without BGV, document manipulation is very, very hard, of course, to find and detect. Documents can be edited, but the truth cannot be hidden. Now, let us look at another case study, which is, of course, you can look it up in the internet. The source of this case study is the Times of India 2023 fake salary slip and financial document fraud cases. So what exactly happened? In Mumbai, in the year 2023, a bank was hiring candidates for a financial role. One candidate submitted all the required documents, all looked perfect and to the point. Salary slips, bank statements, experience documents were all presented in a very nice manner. The candidate was hired and the job was offered. The company trusted the documents and did not go into deep verification because they all looked so convincing and real. After joining, the candidate got access to the financial system. After some time, the company noticed major problems. Financial data started to mismatch, and suspicious transactions started happening as far as finance is concerned, which is a very, very serious threat to any company. The company started checking the candidate's documents because they had some doubts in their mind as to why this is happening to the candidate who was such a good candidate in the hiring process. What is going wrong? What can we do to make it real? The truth then came out. The documents were changed and manipulated. Salary slips were edited, bank statements were changed, and income details were also increased to look better. Impact, of course, financial risk, trust issues, and internal audit problems started to completely destroy the financial stability of the company. Documents can be edited easily, but of course, like we always say, truth cannot be hidden. Now, there are certain advanced verification methods which I would like all of you to focus your attention on. A strong background verification system includes multiple checks to ensure truth, accuracy, and reliability. Source verification confirms details directly from company HRs. Digital tools like APIs and OCRs help to find fake or manipulated documents directly. Reference checks validates the candidate's behavior and his previous work history. Timeline mismatch and metadata analysis, they reveal hidden inconsistencies. Social media cross-check provides additional validation of identity and activities. Finally, risk scoring combines all these results to help business make smart, safe, and confident hiring process. So, after having known all the important information about document manipulation in Secret 2, what are the key takeaways from this, which is very important for you to understand? Hiring fraud is becoming very common in today's market and can cause serious business loss if it is not handled and intervened properly at the right time, at the right place. Many candidates try to get jobs by submitting fake CVs, changing information in their CVs, false experience letters, and also false payslips and false reference checks. These are some of the biggest risks faced by the MNCs nowadays. Identity fraud is another major issue where a person may use fake or somebody else's identity to get into a job. Now, this bar graph shows the comparison of companies using BGVs. In India, USA, you can see the graph shows 80%, which is quite high. And in comparison, if I show you the wrong hiring cases, which means the companies which are not using BGV as a hiring tool, you can see India 23% and the rest of the world is much below because they've already used that. Now, FAQs at the end of Secret 2, definitely let me highlight 2 or 3. What is candidate consent? Candidate consent is permission taken from the candidate before starting the verification. It ensures the process is legal and transparent and there are no hidden things that the candidate is not aware of. What is document collection? It is gathering all the required documents, ID, education, and employment proof. What is geotagging in BGV, which is very important? Geotagging, it captures location-based proof identification and verification. It confirms the visit location is true and correct. And finally, before I end Secret 2, there is always a very important practical tip that I would like all of you to remember. Never trust documents alone. Always verify from original and trusted sources before making hiring decisions, for that matter, in your company. Well, let's now look at the final section of Secret 2, which is the Reader Action Plan. Now, this plan is so important and significant for all my viewers that I would request you to please take some notes or listen and focus your attention on these following points. Number 1, if you're a business owner, never trust resumes or documents without proper verification. Fraud cases like fake experience, identity mismatch, and document manipulation can cause a lot of serious financial and operational loss. If you are an HR professional, be alert for red flags such as inconsistent information, fake documents, and unexplained employment gaps. Please verify education, previous employment from reliable sources. If you're a student or a job seeker, avoid using fake experience or manipulated or tampered documents. Short-term gain can destroy long-term career opportunities. And if you're a BGV agency owner, strengthen fraud detection processes. Use tools like FaceMatch, database cross-check, and document validation. Train your team to identify suspicious patterns. And finally, BGV 360-degree learning case insight. Most fraud cases happen when companies skip the verification and the validation process or trust documents blindly. A proper BGV system can identify risks early and prevent major business damage. So, in the end, always remember, fraud looks real until the proper verification reveals the truth. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again in Secret 3. As of now, you got to know about the basic standard information about the background verification process. If you would like to know more and advanced information, then there are 3 ways to learn that advanced information. Number 1, you can either buy the book, which is the self-learning. Number 2, you can either buy the book plus the recorded video course, or there is another option, which is the book, recorded course, and live industry expert solutions, case study based approach. Any of these 3 methods, enroll today or click on the link given below.